in the heart of the ocean's embrace, where the sun's rays shyly withdrew, lay an enchanting world, a realm of the Sea Kingdom, veiled from human eyes. Here, the Sea King, a wise and protective ruler, lived in his grand deep-sea castle with his aging mother and 6 beautiful daughters. Each night, as the castle's luminescent corals flickered like underwater stars, the Sea King would gather his daughters.
Remember, my dears, the world above is not for us. The humans there do not understand our ways,
He would say, a hint of sadness in his deep voice. The youngest daughter, known as the Little Mermaid, was a curious soul with eyes like shimmering sapphires.
Daddy, why are humans evil?
They pollute our waters and harm our friends. So never go near humankind ever in your life.
He explained, gesturing towards the dolphins and fish gliding gracefully outside. In her heart, the Little Mermaid's curiosity towards the human world only grew, despite her grandmother's stories of caution and woe. One day, unable to quell her longing, the Little Mermaid sought out her friends, Flip the dolphin and Himru, the wise old whale.
I must see the world above. Please, just once?
She pleaded. Himru, his eyes reflecting ancient knowledge, finally nodded.
But you must be cautious.
He rumbled. Under the cover of night, they approached the kingdom's gates. The guards, recognizing Himru, allowed them passage without question. Once safe from prying eyes, the Little Mermaid emerged, her heart pounding with excitement and fear. Above the sea, a new world unfolded. The sky, a canvas of endless blue, took her breath away. She heard music, a melody so enchanting that it pulled her towards a grand ship in the distance. On board, a celebration was in full swing. The ship belonged to a land king and was hosting a lavish birthday party for his son, the prince. The prince, a handsome young man with a gentle demeanor, was to choose a bride among the invited princesses. Hidden behind a wave, the Little Mermaid's melodious voice unknowingly harmonized with the prince's flute. However, her dolphin friend, Flip, nudged her anxiously.
We must go back.
She whispered, he eyes wide with worry. As the Little Mermaid prepared to leave, the sea began to churn. Dark clouds gathered, as if conjured by an unseen force. In her crystal ball, the Sea Witch, a cunning and malevolent creature, watched with glee and whispered an incantation, summoning a fierce storm. The prince's ship was caught in the tempest, tossed like a toy in the angry sea. The Little Mermaid, witnessing the chaos, dove into the turbulent waves, her heart driven by an unexplainable urge to save the prince. Battling the ruthless sea, she found the prince, unconscious, sinking into the abyss. With all her strength, she dragged him to the safety of the shore, watching over him until he stirred. As he opened his eyes, she fled back into the sea, her heart aching with a strange new emotion. Back in the Sea Kingdom, the Little Mermaid couldn't forget the prince. Holding the flute he had dropped, she dreamt of him, unaware that her actions had already set in motion a chain of events that would change her life forever. The Sea King, upon discovering the human-made flute, roared in anger.
I forbade contact with the human world for this very reason.
He thundered, his voice echoing through the halls. Desperate, the Little Mermaid sought the Sea Witch.
I will do anything to be with him.
She confessed. The Sea Witch's eyes glinted with mischief.
Your voice, my dear, in exchange for legs to walk the land. But beware, if the prince marries another, you shall return to the sea, forget him, and forever lose your voice.
She cackled. Reluctantly, the Little Mermaid agreed. Transformed, the Little Mermaid reached the shore, where the prince, struck by her beauty, took her to his castle. As days passed, she stayed by his side, her heart speaking words she could not utter. Yet as the prince's wedding to another princess approached, her hope dwindled like the setting sun. On the dawn of the third day, as the castle buzzed with wedding preparations, a group of figures emerged from the sea. It was her grandmother and sisters, their eyes brimming with tears, followed by the Sea King himself. Moved by his daughter's love and sacrifice, he made a decision that would forever bridge the gap between their worlds. Holding a magical conch to her ear, the Little Mermaid's voice was miraculously restored. Rushing to the wedding ceremony, her voice rang out, clear and beautiful, stopping the prince in his tracks.
In the ocean, deep and wide, lies a world where dreams reside. Sea kings bound to land and bright, where fish and whales dance day and night.
It's her! She is the person who saved me.
The prince exclaimed, recognizing the melody of her voice. With her family's support, the Little Mermaid, now a human, stood before the prince. The truth of her sacrifice and love unfolded before the gathered crowd. The prince, realizing what happened, turned to the princess he was meant to marry, who smiled understandingly, stepping aside. The wedding transformed into a celebration of a different kind, a union of land and sea, of human and mermaid. The Sea King, seeing the genuine love and respect between the two, declared a new era of peace and friendship between their worlds. The prince and the Little Mermaid, now princess of land and sea, led a life filled with love and understanding. Their story became a legend, a tale of courage, sacrifice, and the power of true love that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. The ocean, once a place of mystery and fear, became a symbol of unity, bridging the hearts of those on land and those in the enchanted depths below. And so, in the heart of the vast ocean, the enchanting world beneath the waves continued to thrive, a testament to the enduring bond between the sea and the land, forever nurtured by the love of the Little Mermaid and her prince.
I'm